following the practical method. So once you get to that step, you can then start following the practical from this point. This should be .zip. Okay, so let's try that. Let me see.
Alon, please,
Yes?
sorry, can you please share again your terminal, please, so that again we have a
sorry.
snap.
So because it's
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so we're here now, right? You can see my terminal. So I've downloaded the file, which is this one here. Now I'm going to unzip it. So I say gunzip and that file. Sorry, I think it doesn't need it. Oh, there's a problem here.
Probably you meant unzip instead of gunzip.
It will work. Yeah, okay, sorry. Okay, so I said, so sorry for that typo. So this should be so it should be unzip. So I've unzipped that zipped file. So if I look at what's in my directory now, okay, you'll see I have now this SR directory, which I can CD into. Okay, and now you'll see that I have two files. I've got a file with the suffix of 1, and I've got another file with the suffix of 2. So this is my set of forward reads for my sample, and this is my set of reverse reads for my sample. Okay. Now what I can do is I can actually use, I can have a look at what's in that file. So if I use something called zcat on there, yeah, zcat. So zcat is like cat, it just allows us to have a look in files without having to unzip them. Oops, sorry, mistake. Okay, so if I want to have a look at what's in this file, I can use zcat, and then I can just pipe it to less. Okay, and basically this is now what's in that particular file. So remember I said that we have essentially for every sample, we will have two files if we have done paired end sequencing. So this is the first file with the forward reads. You'll see that there's this one, the 1 at the end, showing that it's the first forward reads. Okay, we have our header, we have our sequence, we have our additional line, and then we have our quality scores that are ASCII encoded. Okay, right. So the next step is now I want to run fastqc on the data set. Okay. So in order to do that, I don't need to unzip the file because fastqc can work on a zipped file. So in order to get fastqc, so the fastqc tool has been installed. In order to have access to it on my terminal, I need to load the module. So I say module load. I've done it already, but I'll just do it again quickly. fastqc version 11. You know, oh, I've loaded it already, so it's going to tell me it's loaded. Yeah. Okay, it's fine. I've loaded it already. So, but if you haven't done that, then you just need to load that fastqc module. Okay, so it's 0.11.7. Okay, that's why it wasn't working. And then what I'll be, once it's loaded, I'll have access to it on my terminal. So if I just type it now, it'll say fastqc. If I just hit fastqc and enter, it will give me an error because I haven't given it any files to actually work on yet. Okay, so now if I say fastqc and I give it the name of my fastq file, so it's sr1, I'm just going to do 1 for now, and I say enter, it will tell you that it's starting to run an analysis. It will give you updates on how far it is. Okay, it's done. Now, if I look at the files, you'll see that I now have an additional file in here called fastqc.zip, and I've got this file here, fastqc.html. Okay, so that is the file that I told you that we'll be able to open up in our browser. Okay, so now let's see how we're going to work this, because I'm assuming there is no way to open this on your terminal environment. So you will need to copy that back to your computer. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to do it. So if I go pwd, that's where I am on the current computer. I'm just going to copy that. Right. And now I'm going to open up another terminal, which I need to stop sharing and reshare. So I've opened up another terminal on my computer, right? So you'll see now I'm currently on my computer. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy those files from the terminal, from the cluster that I'm working on, to my computer. Okay. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to use SCP. And then I need the, let me just see if I've got it in the chat. I need the address of the computer. 1 second. Okay, so the address of the computer, right? And then I can say, sorry, and then I need the path to the files. That doesn't work. Sorry. Okay, so that's the path to the files. And then I want to copy anything that ends with .html to where I currently am now. And it doesn't allow the password in. Terrible at typing in passwords. Oh, that's also working. The user 0 at So let me just recap what I've done here. So this would be, I'm assuming you have usernames. So I'm user 0 at, and then this is the IP address. And then you need to have the path to where you created the .html file. And I've used star.html at the end here, and I've used dot to copy it to the current directory that I'm in. Okay. So now if I look for it, I should see it. So it's here at the bottom, sr fastqc.html. And I can try and open it on my computer. Okay. And what you'll see when I share my screen is you'll see that I now have my fastqc report. Okay. So I'm not going to go through the results with you yet. I'm going to stop that, go back to my terminal, and I want to help anyone who is stuck. I'm assuming people might be stuck. So if you are stuck, just give me a shout, and I will try and assist. Is anyone stuck? Just let me know. This is a question from Ahmed. Can we use this in our own terminal other than the HPC? So the problem, so if you have a Linux system, if you're running Ubuntu or whatever flavor of Linux, or you're running a Mac system, you can install fastqc and run it on your own computer. But you will have to set up fastqc and set it up to work on your machine. So yeah, I guess you could if you wanted to run it on your own machine if you want. Joseph is saying unable to open the HTML file. Joseph, if you're working on a Linux, or if you're working on a okay, so let me know what system are you working on your machine? Is it Windows? Is it Linux? Is it something else?
I'm working with Mac.
With a Mac, okay. So you've copied the file to your computer.
Oh, okay.
You have to copy the file to your computer first. It won't open up on the terminal environment. You have to actually copy it from the HPC to your computer. like I showed you. So let me just put that command up again. So it's the other terminal. So so if you need to copy it to your computer, you need to open up a terminal, another terminal, and you need to be on your computer. So you see, for example, here I'm on my computer, and then you can use this format to do it. So we're using SCP. This will be whatever username you're using. Mine is user0 at this. And then you need to give the path to where the HTML file is. I've used star.html. And then you need to put the dot space and then a dot to copy it to the current directory that you're in on your computer. Or you can put a path to wherever you want to copy it to. What was the other question was? Yeah, so I'm definitely, you can set, if you wanted to, you can set up the tools on your Linux machine. Just go to the fastqc page, web page, and download fastqc, and you can set it up on your machine. I think the fastqc is actually available via the repository, depending on what flavor of Linux you're running. I know it's available on Ubuntu. So you can just use, if you use a package manager, you can actually just install it with a package manager. Okay, anyone else stuck? Anyone else need some guidance? I guess getting through this practical is heavily dependent on how well you've managed to pick up the command line skills. If you are struggling, you probably just need to have a bit more practice with command line. But nobody's really getting stuck, so I'm assuming everyone is doing okay. So please let me know if you are stuck. If you have got your FastQ results for the forward reads, please just put a, what can we use? Just put a, put a hands up next to your name if you've got the fastqc results opened in the browser for the forward reads. Just put a hands up next to your name, please. So yes, Winnie, you can run. So I've given you two sets of files. There's two zips directories. For the first part, for this practical, I just want you to run it on the first file. So SRR957824, the two files. So Jeremy, I think it's 0.11.7. Take out the one, I think. Just go module fast. Yeah, so it's 0.11.7, yes. Just remove the one. Thanks, Margaret. Okay, so again, if you manage to get the report for the forward reads for SR957824 open on your computer, just put a hands up icon next to your name. So this is where Linux becomes frustrating, right? Because if you don't type things in perfectly the way it should be, then it throws an error at you. So you need to, Jeremy, you need to type it in exactly like that. Also, Jeremy, if you're new to the terminal, you can just remember you can start using the tab to autocomplete. That's usually quite helpful. And sometimes it does prevent you from making errors. So Emmanuel, it's a bit difficult to help you. What is the problem? Can you, you got the files unzipped. Have you managed to load fastqc? You can unmute and just let me know where you're stuck. Emmanuel, you can unmute and let me know where you're stuck.
So
Yes, go ahead.
can I share my screen? It seems like I'm stuck.
Let me stop sharing. I think you should have, I don't know if you have access, you can try now.
Okay.
So while you're trying to share your screen, Emmanuel, if you're stuck, I think maybe you need to load the fastqc module. And then you should be able to follow from the practical manual. Kativa, you managed to share your screen? Okay, so if you have managed to generate the fastqc report for the forward reads, continue with the practical. I just want to see how far people are getting. So just continue going through the practical and let me know if you get stuck anywhere. Okay, let's see what the problem is. Okay, so where are you stuck, Kativa? So you managed to unzip the folder, yes. So now you need to CD into that folder, the SRR957824. Yeah. Enter. Right. So now if you go ls, let's see what's in that folder. Okay, so we've got our fastqc files there. So the next thing you need to do is load up the, oh, you've already loaded up module fastqc, right? I think you've already done it on top there. Yeah, then you can say fastqc space, and then the first file. The forward reads, which is 1.fastq.cz. Enter. There we go. Okay. Anyone else stuck?
Maybe only have to copy it to my local computer.
Yeah, okay, you can share your screen again. I'll sort of walk you through it. It might help others as well. So let me try and do that. That's you, are you sharing your screen again?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I can see it now. Okay, so now if you go ls, you should see that there's a folder and a new file. Okay, you'll see there's an HTML file there, right?
Yes.
That's the one
Yes.
that was created, right? So now you need to copy it back to your computer. So just open up another terminal. You're probably gonna have to reshare at the top.
Terminal.
Yeah, open it up, yeah. Click on it, let's see if you can get there. Still share. Okay, so I think you might need to just reshare. Click on that tab. Are you clicking on the tab? Because I can't see it. Okay, there I can see it now, yeah. Okay, so now are you on your computer? Okay, it's loading. Okay. So, so you're using MOBA Xterm. Okay, is this on Windows?
Yes, I'm opening this window.
Windows.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see if we can do this. So, if you just print, if you type pwd, what comes up? Oh, MOBA Xterm. Okay. So on your computer, do you know where? Can you access that directory?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we need to copy it from the terminal, from the cluster to your computer. Okay, so just go back to the other the other tab. Okay, and just type pwd. Enter. Okay. So just copy that path. Copied.
Yes.
Okay, now go back to the other term, the other tab. Okay, so now we're going to use a SCP to copy it over. So type SCP space, then type what you use to log into the cluster, to the HPC. User, whatever number at. No, you have to type in whatever you use. I don't know what it is. Let me just check for you quickly. hpc.ilri.
Is it?
.cgiar.org, right? And then colon. Colon.
Hello. Hello.
No.
Yes, who's that?
Then
Not forward slash, so colon, so a backspace that, 2 dots.
so
Yeah, and then paste that path. Okay. Then at the end of that, put forward slash. No, we're not done yet. Can you bring up that command again? Yeah, then forward slash. Then put star.html. .html. That's fine. That's fine. That'll work as well. And then space. No, we're not done yet. Space. And then dot. Enter. Okay.
mm,
So now that file is, if you go ls, that file should be there wherever you are on your machine. There we go.
yes, yeah.
So now you can just say, what browser do you have on your computer? Oh,
Mozilla on Firefox.
so you can say, just say,
Chrome.
say Firefox. Type
I
Firefox.
can choose Chrome. I don't have Firefox.
I don't know which one will work. You might just need to see.
Chrome.
Yeah, but I don't know if it'll call Chrome from MobiX, but you can try it. Space. And then the file name. SRR. Yeah, try that. Nope. Okay. You might have to just navigate to where that HTML file is and open it.
Okay. Thank
On your
you.
computer. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay, everyone managing okay? Tengai, you need some help?
Yes. I've reached this far. I think
Okay.
let me share my screen if you don't mind.
Is this your screen?
Can I share my screen?
Someone's sharing the screen at the moment. Susan. Susan, are you sharing your screen?
I think maybe she's still muted.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Susan, if you're talking.
Let me stop that sharing, Shaun.
I'm not sure if she's meant to share. She's just Susan, if you are stuck, just hang on. I just want to deal with Ntenga first.
This is my screen.
Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, now I've reached this far. I think I've unzipped the folder,
Yeah, yeah.
the file. Yeah, so now I'm this far. So I start here.
So if you go ls, what do we see if you go ls?
LS.
Enter. Okay, so now you've got that directory. So you first need to cd into that directory that's got the fastqc files in it. So cd into that directory, srr, cd space, and then into that directory, srr 9578224.
Okay.
You can use tab to complete. Yeah. Enter. Then ls.
RS.
ls, just list the files that are there. Yeah. Enter. Okay.
Okay.
So now you've got those files there. Those are the fastq files. So it's the forward and reverse.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can follow the instructions from the practical manual.
Okay. So
Okay.
is it in the
Oh,
canvas?
did you load your module already? Module? No, not yet. So if you go, let's just do this quickly so you can have it there. So say module.
It is in the canvas, is it?
Yeah, but we just need to do the step first, and then you can go to Canvas and look at the practical manual.
Okay.
So
So I
say
can start
module.
from here.
No, we first need to do one more step.
Okay.
So say module. And
Module. Okay.
module space load space fastqc.
See.
Just tab. Just tab twice. Yeah, then it's one again.
Another one.
Yeah. Dot 7. Enter. Okay. And now you can continue from the practical manual.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you so much, sir.
From the fastqc step, yeah.
So, hello, Aaron.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Let me try to share my screen as well.
Okay, I can see.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it. Sure.
Yeah, I'm here in the terminal, but I missed that long code you wrote to copy the file from the.
Oh, okay. So so you don't have the file. So it's the wget command. I'll just put it back in the chat. 1 second. You better off copying and pasting it rather than trying to type the whole thing out. Here it is.
Okay, so I copy this one. Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm here now. Wget then?
Yeah, then
Oh,
just paste that's the link that was there.
Yeah, okay.
There we go. Okay. So now if you
Yeah,
go
so
ls.
So I have to. So now I have to unzip it.
Yeah, so say unzip.
And then SSR.
You can use tab.
Is it gunzip or unzip?
Just unzip. Unzip is fine. No, not to unzip. Just unzip.
So
Okay. Now go. Now you can list the files.
now we have. So I can open that file now.
So go into first. You have to cd into that directory. slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
LS, you should see the two fastq files.
Oh, they're there now.
Okay. Okay, so now you can, now did you load the fastqc? So
No,
go module,
load.
load, module first, module,
Then load.
load, fastqc.
Fast QC then dot.
Just press tab. Take out the dots and press tab. Twice. Oh, have you loaded it already? Say no. And I think you might have loaded it already. Just type fastqc, enter. Yeah, it's loaded already, so it's fine. Okay,
Have it there.
so now you can start running it from the practical,
Okay, thank you.
from the fastqc step, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
Okay. So I do apologize for not putting the material into the practical. The reason for that is that I didn't have access to the HPC cluster beforehand. So I could have made some better.
Alon, I'm sorry. I'm just asking, where should I access that Word document with the
So that should be on Canvas.
is it in the module or in the assignment? For because
I'm not sure. Kennedy Sloan. Or
Yeah, it's in the Canvas. Just you that can share the link.
Okay.
Share the link shortly to the Canvas.
Because I've gone through the practical folder. I can't see it, and also I've gone in the files also. I can't see it. I don't know where it is. Maybe if you can assist me, you can share through a link.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Kennedy's put the link in the chat.
Yeah. So you can see the quality control and assessment module, and under that folder you have those three documents. You have the presentation, the practical, and the data files. But for the data files, we have shared the links that we are using to download the data.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thanks, Kennedy. Okay, Emmanuel, I'm just gonna I'm just gonna help you manually. Just ask me a question. It's easier for me to speak than to type. So once you have copied the HTML file to your computer, it depends in which directory you are in and whether you're running. If you're running Linux or Unix or Mac, if you're on Mac, you can just type open and then the file name, and it should open it for you. If you are on a Linux terminal and you're running Linux, you can type Firefox and then the name of the HTML file, and that should open it. If you're on Windows, unfortunately, I know minimal amount about Windows. If you're on Windows, you just need to then use your file browser to navigate to where the HTML file is and just double click on it to open it. That's the advice I can give you for Windows. So that's how you open it. So if you're on, just to mention again, if you're on a Mac, you can just type open and then space and then the name of the HTML file. If you're on a Linux system, you can type Firefox space and the name of the file. And if you're on Windows, you just need to actually use your file browser to browse to where the HTML file is saved. You saved it to your computer and then just double click on it to open it. Okay, so while people are busy, I don't see there's any questions now. I just want to go through. So if you ran fastqc on the first data file, SRR957824_1, this is the results you should see. So this is the HTML file. So what you'll see here on the left-hand side, we have the summary and all the individual metrics I spoke about in the lecture. So we'll start off with the basic statistics. So it gives you the file name, fastq.gz, gives you the file type, gives you the encoding, gives you the total number of sequences. So in this file, we have 1.8, almost 1.8 million reads. None of them was flagged as poor quality. Our sequence length is 150. So in this case, it was different from the previous one. Remember, the previous one was 40. So in this data set, we have 150 base pair reads, and we have a percentage GC content of 49%. So I'm not going to go into this in too much of detail. I'm just going to briefly go over. So this is our per base sequence quality. So again, this is each position in our 150 base pair reads, and it's giving you the distribution of the quality scores. So you'll see we start off reasonably good above 30. We go all the way up to 40. And you'll see at the end of this read, you'll see that this is the trend that I was speaking about, where towards the end of the read, we see the quality dropping. And this is essentially basically just due to the sequencing chemistry. We see that it does drop towards the end. Okay, and you can see from position maybe 140 to 150, you have this drop. So it's the last 10 bases. But you can see that majority of our reads, even at these positions at the end, are still, greater than 20. So we shouldn't be too concerned. We might just want to cut off the end of the read, maybe 2 bases, 3 bases there. Per sequence quality scores. What you'll see is that majority of our sequences here have a quality score between 34 and 38. You'll see that we do have a reasonable amount, over about just under 200,000 reads, where we have a mean sequence quality score between 16 and 20. So this is maybe something that we want to look at. And maybe when we're actually trimming our data, we would want to say, actually don't give me or remove all the reads that have a mean sequence quality score of less than 20. You'll see 20 is here.
Hello.
And this might allow us to be able to remove those reads.
Hello.
Yes.
I've gone through at that stage, but whenever I want to continue to, I just entered this Ganzip. So it tells me there is no such directory. So
Yes. So don't. So who am I speaking to?
Karim.
Karim. So yeah. So don't. So you can continue with the practical from after the unzip step, because we remember we've already unzipped the file. Right.
So okay, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So I continue
remember
with CD. Yeah.
You've already CD'd into the directory already.
So
you can
okay.
On the next one. Yeah.
Now it is LS, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Where was I? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so I was saying, so when we trim our data, we might want to say, okay, well, in order to remove this, remove all reads that have a mean sequence quality of less than 20, and we'll get rid of this plug picker.
But whenever I put this ls, it gives me the same message. So what's the problem? Maybe I can share my screen.
Sure. Let me stop. Okay, you can share your screen.
So here is where I just or maybe should I this and then I can go to, maybe I can delete this
Let me just go back.
because
Oh, so yeah, okay, so that's a bit of a mistake on my side. I've just put them the wrong way around. So if you just type ls, you don't, because I'm asking you to just list the files that are in the directory that you're currently in. Okay. So you can move, so you can see that there's 2 fastqc files there, that's fine. So you can move on to the next step.
the next step is
to view the fastqc files.
so the next step here is this is the end, is it? This is where we are supposed to, oh, I should just enter so that I can, what should I do so that I can see the HTML file? But I think that is my question.
Well, you haven't really got to that step yet.
Okay.
So you first need to run fastqc on the data set.
Okay.
Do you want to jump to that? I can help you jump to that step, and you can go back maybe when you have time and do the first part.
No
Okay.
problem. You can just assist me with from
Yeah.
here. So,
Okay, so fastqc, have you loaded the module? Yeah, I think we did.
okay.
So now we want to run fastqc. So if you go down to where it says run fastqc on your data set, task 2. In the practical manual, just go down to,
Okay.
yeah, got it. So the first step we need to run is fastqc, and then the file name.
I think I didn't go even. I didn't go down, so that is it the end, because this is just the end. Is there another page which is going down here?
Yes, so there's
Okay, there is this page here. There
You
is
need to go-
next page. Is this?
yeah. It's so just skip that first part and go down till you see task 2. Did you find it?
It is still loading. Let me find it offline.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, it's on page 3.
Okay,
Yeah, you could also download the document and view it on your machine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I didn't access the second page. I thought that there is only one page here. Yeah.
Okay.
So the another stage is this. Yeah. Here is it. Z-cut. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna ask again if everyone could. Okay, so I'm going to. So I know Kimani's hand is up. Kimani, if you just bring that hand down, and whoever has managed to open up the HTML report for a fastqc run, just give me a thumbs up. if you manage to open up the report, even if it is just one report. Give me a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I want to see more thumbs ups, hopefully. Okay, I didn't see too many thumbs up. Can I assist anyone else?
Alon,
Joseph,
in the module, in this command of zcat srr, is it 34 or 24? Yeah, I put the way it is. Or
where is this?
the last command in the module. It reads zcat space srr 957834. So is it 34 or 24?
I don't know. You tell me.
It is 20. I see 34, but
it's 24. Yes.
It is supposed to be 24 or 34. Let me share so that we
can... No, it's fine. It's supposed to be 24.
It is supposed to be 24.
Yes, 24, 24, 24.
Oh.
Yeah. That is a typo I put in. That's a typo I put in on purpose. So people don't just copy and paste commands, not knowing what they do. Which I think is what Karim is doing. So this is just a word of advice, especially when you're following courses like this, where we give you the commands to run. It's very important to understand what the command means and why you're running it. It's pointless just running commands and getting outputs. So just keep that in mind. It's very important to understand exactly what you are running when you run it.
Yes, I believe we will have in the afternoon, we'll have a session with with some facilitators from our end. Then we'll get anybody who is stuck on this practical session, then we'll get to assist them.
Okay, all right, that's good.
Yeah. So we also had a question that was not answered before we went for the break. Let me
yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did send a private message to.
Oh, okay.
But it was Oscar Moara asked. I'll just give an answer though. So the question was essentially around using fastqc to assess the quality of long read data. So fastqc has been developed mostly for short read data, but there are some tools that have been developed to assess the quality of long read data. A lot of them actually have been developed by the companies who generate long read data. So I've only really worked with PacBio, Hi-Fi Data, and they have a set of quality control. Well, they have some software that you can generate quality control metrics for. ONT I haven't really worked with, but there is also a tool called LongQC, which is one of the many tools that have been developed for looking at quality control of long read data. So one example is LongQC. You can just Google that. And also then look at the tools that have been developed by the individual companies to look at the quality of their data.
All right, thank you.
Ahmed, sorry, I see Ahmed's unmuted. Is there a question? Not.
So
Oh.
We are opening this in the browser, is it? the HTML file.
The HTML file
Are
you
you
have to,
supposed to open it in the browser or using maybe a web?
yes, the HTML file you have to copy to your computer
Okay.
and then open it up in a browser.
Okay, anybody else with any questions for Shaun as we wind up?
So Kennedy, could I just, I'm going to just update the practical manual.
Okay.
And put in all the commands to work on the cluster, to work on the HPC, so that if people were lost before, at least they can sort of catch up.
Yes, yes.
And then I will send you the updated one. You can maybe just swap it out with the one that's on Canvas.
Okay, yeah, that's great.
Is that fine?
Okay.
Shaun, can I ask a question?
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, I think the where I'm getting a problem is I've managed to get the files. That is the one that ends with 24. And I realized I had to get into the ILRI, the HPC platform for me to get the files.
Yeah.
I think now the challenge is so when because I think I need to transfer these files to my home directory now, because if I do PWD, it's still telling me that I'm within the ILRI platform, but I think I need to move them to my home directory before I unzip them.
If you say PWD, what does it tell you?
If I say PWD, it's still the location is still the ILRI, the HPC, the user 25 location. Yes.
User 25, that's fine. So that's in your home directory. Are you talking about the original FASTQ files or the HTML file?
So it's okay to still work within that same directory, the user 25.
I'm assuming that's your username and that's your home directory.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So I can still unzip them right there.
Or you can just create a directory called NGS QC and then copy them into that directory. Or you can work directly in the directory, it's fine. That is your home directory where you should be working.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So I can move them to the NGS because I'd already created a folder.
Yeah,
NGS.
you can also then just move them if you want to.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Hello, Shaun.
Yes, Ahmed, go ahead.
Oh, it's giving me this message. Let me try to share my screen. Yeah, can you see it?
Yeah.
When I write the Firefox HTML, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, okay.
So,
so that's because you still on the cluster? That's the reason. You need to copy that file onto your local machine.
Oh, how do I do that? CP?
So remember I said SCP?
SCP.
But you need but you need to be on you need to open up a terminal on your local machine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you need to be on your local machine. Yeah, okay, so you're on your local machine now. So it's SCP space, and then your user at whatever your username is.
Ahmed.
No,
The one
you're on the cluster. User 21, it seems.
Okay. Then I
at
the
HPC.
HPC.ilri .cgir@org. Then
Yeah.
after that,
colon,
I enter.
colon, two dots.
Colon.
Yeah.
There is space.
No, not full slash colon.
Okay.
No space. No, go back.
Then
After org, just a colon with 2 dots.
okay. I do dot here.
Not the dot, two dots, the colon.
Okay, this one.
No. The 2 dots. Just
Yeah,
2 dots.
this.
Not, it's the same as the semicolon. It's the colon. Yeah,
This one,
that's the one. Forward slash.
Then slash.
Then you need the path to where the files are on the cluster. So just switch back to the tab on your cluster.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, and then just type pwd, backspace that, and type pwd.
Into this one.
No, the other one. You need the path to where the files are.
So I write pwd.
Yeah, so you need that path. So you can copy it and paste it on the other terminal.
This one.
Yeah. No, not that one, the path above it.
The what?
The path above it. The line above it.
Oh, this one.
Yes, that's the path.
Okay. Then I enter after that.
You need to take out that slash at the beginning.
Oh, this one.
After the colon, yeah, take out that slash.
What's happening?
Control C. Okay.
Wow.
Just press the up. Just press the up key. It'll give you the command.
Oh. Then I remove from here.
Yeah, you have to use the cursor to move there. Take out that slash, yeah.
Then I enter.
No. Then at the end of that.
That's it.
Shaun, I think,
yeah.
I think he didn't copy the
Yeah,
path.
I think it pasted the wrong thing, yeah.
Oh, I copied the wrong one.
Yeah.
Is it this one?
No, you didn't paste the right thing. It didn't copy it, I don't think so.
Okay.
No, not that.
Is it this file sc user blah 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 then HCML then it's which
No.
has the zip at the end?
No.
Oh, okay.
You need to copy that where it says /home.
/home. This one, yeah.
That one, yeah. Copy that.
But I need to
just delete all the way up to this colon.
This one.
Next, no, delete that.
And I paste here.
Yeah, then paste that there.
Then we enter.
And say //
Huh?
//
Okay. And the other one.
The other one.
Oh.
Star HTML.
Star.
Yeah. HTML.
And then enter.
Space. Dot.
Wow.
Enter.
Then okay. Bio 21. Then info. What's that? Permission denied. Throw one. And then again. Yeah, it's fine now, eh?
Yep. And now you
So
can
now
just Firefox.
Then like I can go for the Firefox now. Okay, can I stop now?
Okay, yeah, you can stop sharing now. That's fine.
Oh, thank you so much. Okay.
Okay, so I see that we are over time now. I am guessing people will be able to assist you in the practical session this afternoon. So I think between what I've covered here, everyone should be able to generate some fastqc results.
Sorry.
Yes.
I've just finished the final stage. In terminal, and I don't see anything. It is just blank. But can I share maybe for a moment so that I can get a clue what it?
Sure.
So this you can see at the end here there is bracketed end. So I don't know what does it mean. And
Press Q.
Q.
Yeah.
Is it a capital Q or small q?
Just Q.
Q capital. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is where I ended. I think.
You made a mistake in the file name.
Oh, the file name.
Use tab to complete it instead of typing the whole thing out. Okay.
So this is a. It was supposed to be. This is a name, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think yeah.
I'm going to stop you there. I'm hoping people will be able to assist you in the afternoon session.
Yeah, Meshach, we can look at that in the afternoon session, starting at 2 p.m. East African time. Please be online and we'll look sort that out. Yes,
Okay,
Shaun, please go. Okay, Shaun, please go on.
Sure, that's fine. So I think we'll wrap up the session now. I hope everyone's managed to get some results. I think the tricky bit was obviously copying things across and copying the files across to your computer to view them. I'm going to update the practical file, so I'll put in that information into the practical file and send that to Kennedy, and hopefully you can upload it and you can follow that those instructions to get to view the fastqc report files. So yeah, I think that's it from me. I'm not going to be around for the practical session in the afternoon. But I think if anyone has any major questions, Kennedy, is there any way that they can ask me or post it somewhere?
Yes, we'll collect the questions and then we see how to reach you for the answers.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, so good luck with the rest of the course. I hope this has been useful. And yeah, I'll speak to everyone at some point in the future.
Okay, thank you very much, Shaun, for the presentation and the insight and taking us through the practical session. It has added to our skills, checking the quality of the NGS data. So thanks a lot. Yeah.
Thanks for the invitation and yeah, thanks for involving me in the course.
Thank you. Yeah. So we are going. Yeah. So we're going to take a short break, about 10 minutes. Come back at 12:15 p.m. East African time.